Monsters in My Eye podcast attempt at episode 1 anyway. Got fucking loads of people here. Myself, Tupe, got Gandhi, Kid Midas, we got Heinrich, we got Screw, we got X, we got loads of people here. We're just a collective of creative people talking shit and doing music-y stuff.
I need this for my portfolio too, otherwise I realise I'm going to add this to my portfolio for you.
Same. I might have to join.
Oh yeah. Oh,
it's cool, man.
Well, you're going to join, man?
Yeah, man.
All that get done for that.
I might have mine in as well. You never don't want it.
Yeah, I'd say creative. I think more drunk argumentative bastard than anything else. So,
I covered you with the talking shit, man.
It's cool.
It's covered. It's covered.
Saying that, I've already made a mistake tonight. Bloody, I'll just go to the toilet, come back, don't find out where the actual room I've left from is. So, strolling down the bloody corridor looking for where it is.
It's cool.
Just walking into random rooms.
We're using X's studio at the minute. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
It's cool.
All good lads.
It's a nice place.
Yeah, I've been dragged away from my night out of drinking double Jack Daniels, so it's alright. I've got my bottle of mead here, so I can't complain.
Bottle of mead. Speaking of which,
I'm the rocking chair.
I'm the rocking chair. I feel like the granddad of the group, drinking the oldest alcohol known to man. And,
Don Jonesy.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. Yeah. Speaking of which, I was walking. You know the sort of, you'll know what I'm on about, Dan. The sort of, it's a really Asian sort of shop front down by, and it's in. I think it's in Arabic. I don't want to say for certain it's in Arabic, but it's some sort of shop that's just opened up down Burley Road.
Right.
You know the one I mean, near the Tesco and shit.
Oh yeah, I think I know it.
The one that sells all like the halal food and stuff, and it's got the massive bags of nuts, and you walk past really
and
high,
they haven't got
just
cashew
have a
nuts.
handful of them, like
lean
your hand around the door and.
Has it got a traditional? Is there a traditional Asian food shop down there?
There's one in.
I don't know about traditional.
I don't know about traditional.
There's one in Hyde Park as well.
If it's traditional, it's got all the nuts on it. Yeah, trust me, that's every Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi type.
But you get further and it's got like cereals like Cocoa Pops and stuff.
There's one in Hyde Park as well, the Abubakar, and it's essentially
there's some over there, that side near where you're.
Yeah.
Is it a bit like CC
like
Continental?
The one in Hyde Park though is essentially like the halal like quick save. We the past 2-3 weeks of last year though, we'd go in there and we'd have like the whole butcher's thing in the back, and we'd get a kilo of steak for about £6. So we come back with it like, we're going to have a barbecue. And by barbecue I mean we kick in a brick wall behind the back of the house and set it up with a grill from the oven and a bag full of charcoal.
I've been one of those barbecues, quote unquote.
The girls who live next door to us were dental students, and they're having this little shindig, and they're all there drinking like fucking glasses of champagne, and they've got the little chipolata cocktail sausages on the barbecue, and we just come out at like 3 in the afternoon, just woken up, hungover to shit, crate a bit, slap it down, crack the barbecue up, slabs of meat, just big lumps of steak, racks of barbecue ribs, just like, do you want any cake? And it's just like, fuck off, like, it's fine. We've got a kilo of steak to get through. Like, never had meat sweat so bad in my life.
See, did he eat it all?
Oh yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Oh shit.
But yeah, this Asian supermarket around, I'm walking past, and they've got an advert in the window, and it's essentially like what I presume is alcohol-free beer.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
and it looks so much like fucking. It's like almost exactly the Budweiser label on the Budweiser bottle and everything, only it's in fucking Arabic and it's 0%. And I just thought, you're trying to cash in on the image of alcohol, yet the great mighty Loom Loon in the sky tells you can't drink alcohol, yet you're willing to
make money off it.
Yeah, sacrifice your core religious beliefs.
I've got at home, I've got 6 bottles of it. It's actual Beck's, like it's not even fake. Beck's alcohol-free thing. I bought it from Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it
from
I didn't buy it from you. Like, I'm not that silly.
Anyway.
That's what I mean. The only reason I drink lager, like I've got a little trick now where instead of getting a pint of lager, I'll get a lager and lime. Despite all the comments, oh, you're a faggot boy, you're drinking a girl's drinking that. It tastes nice. and I get drunk, like that's
Yeah,
the only reason.
beer too much,
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah, I've never like beer. Cider's alright. I can do with cider.
I'm a cider drinker.
Yeah,
I can't drink cider.
Well, it's like
I
you
don't
were
drink
saying,
lagers or beers. They always make me sick.
I put on weight if I drank loads of beer, but I could only ever take like 2 bottles of beer just because my stomach would only fit that, so I just wouldn't really get drunk.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
could only take 2 bottles. If I had any more, I'd just throw it all up.
It's like I'm a beer Leviathan. I'll happily go through a crate of piss warm draft American Millers. That's what it is though. It's a piss warm draft.
I could get fucked off
Piss
the
warm
spirits.
draft beer. So.
I could get fucked off spirits, but then that would just...
No, that's what I prefer. Like I was going out tonight and I thought I could get a few pints of lager, but I thought fuck it. Like I'm like
I
coming
could do
coming here
spirits.
tonight and that, so I'm just like sat here 4 double Jack Daniels and Cokes later with a bottle of mead.
Within
so.
an hour as well, completely.
Nah, yeah, within an hour. Like I got
Bloody
there.
hell.
I got there at
Christ.
about quarter. No, yeah, about hour and a half because got there at about 6:45. First and straight away, double Jack Daniels and. But saying that though, I got used to it now because I went back to Manchester last weekend and we're in Bramall at my mate's bar, and it's sort of like a bar restaurant, sort of like you go in there before like 9 o'clock and they serve food.
Tables
And it's like a nice bistro, and you get like the back areas all reserved for like eating food and stuff. And we're sat there from about 8 o'clock and like until close. But once it gets about 9-10 o'clock, the DJ's coming and everything, and my mates are sat behind the bar. As soon as it gets crowded, we're asking for doubles, and he's filling up the measure and he's pouring it in and he's pouring more in, and the manager turns his back, so he's getting it down, he's pouring more in. So we're ending up getting like 5 measures of Soko for like the price of 2, and it's probably the messiest 15 quid I've spent in a while. So.
That's crazy, man. It must be cool, sort of having a friend that owns a bar.
No, he doesn't own a bar. Both of them work there,
Just
but
work
they
there.
don't particularly
Right.
like the job. Well, I say that the way they were pouring the drinks and that with such whim and vigour. Like saying that, one of them though, like we went to one of my mates and he was just like, oh yeah, like we'll open a tab and that, and we'll just pay for a couple of drinks on it and what have you. And the other one, he was like, when it was quite busy, he was doing the right measures. I was thinking, for fuck's sake, I've been getting all these good measures on it, and he's my mate and everything, but he's being honest. Like the one time I wanted him to be dishonest is, he's being all right. Can't complain though. The starter's got pretty drunk off 15 quid. So yeah.
You seem to be getting drunk a lot.
Well, yeah. So it's like online and that because obviously, and you guys know, I play a lot of online games and that.
Yeah, what's that one you're playing recently?
Daisy.
That's the sick one.
Zombie game. Yeah, I've got because I played that with a load of people, like a couple of them from England and a Latvian guy.
Yeah, seriously, we need to get high. We need to get high and watch
I've got
this game because it's absolutely insane.
I've got the nickname Heinrich, you drunken bastard, because I've got a habit of going on as like just absolutely bladdered only for like 5 minutes just to
4 a.m. just to talk shit to him.
No, yeah, exactly. Just to tell
political
him I'm
hate.
drunk and it's you
It's a
drunk
poor Korean kid.
So you
You
drunk.
learned the language specifically just to insult him.
No, this one guy though, DC though, like he's from Latvia and he absolutely hates Estonia for some reason, and he's one of the few people I've met who gets really, if you mention his mother, he gets proper fucking offensive. Like, I don't even mention my mother or anything. So we've taken it now. When I get pissed, I come online and I start talking shit about his mum, but I do it in a really weird way that I'll be like, yo, your mum's a really nice lady. So you don't know how to respond to it. Like he gets that initial, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy, and then he's just like, I don't know what to say. And I'm like, because he hates Estonia for some reason. We're just like, yeah, you're a Estonian son of a milkmaid. He's like, I don't even fucking care about that. It's like, they don't understand it.
There's some sort of beef there between Latvia and
Yeah,
Estonia.
There's always beef.
Yeah, they all hate each other down there.
I'm gonna sound ignorant now, but
North and South Korea,
So I don't
Scotland Island, just don't like each other.
Yeah, so DayZ, so can you like explain sort of to everyone what that is?
Well, essentially, it's like there's no real plot to the game. It's just stay alive, and it kind of teaches that. If anything,
So
the
it's like a
one
zombie game.
it's a game where like there's been loads of like controversy and like arguments over video games. Like you get bad morals from it and everything, and all this crap. And the one thing I've learned from DayZ is that you can't trust other people.
Just from a game.
Just from a game.
You've only learned that. You've only learned that now.
No, it's I've always had that though. I've like lost my faith in humanity. You've got to have faith in humanity to lose it. So yeah, but that went a long time ago. So playing this DayZ game, I was alright. I didn't trust people to start off with. Soon as I see someone get a tin of beans from a shop, I'm like, right, I fucking want that. So it's essentially the moral of the story is what, like, while you see about 150 zombies trying to eat on some guy, you just think, right, I'll just rummage through his backpack and take his beans and his can of coke. So
I hear the PlayStation 4. The first details of PlayStation 4 is being released tomorrow.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
the
I've heard
controllers
that as well.
that released like
We're recording on the 19th of Feb, just for the record, 19th of Feb 2013. So when you're sort of listening to this, thinking, what are they talking about? There's been a PlayStation 5 for like years now. Yeah, we're recording on the
Console
19th of
still
Feb and 20th of Feb. PlayStation 4 first details are getting released. What were you saying about the controller screw?
There's if you Google it, there's I don't know if it's real or not because they always release stuff beforehand. Like you never know if it's real. Or not.
Yeah.
They've released that artwork images of like controllers. It looks pretty much the same size and like depth of like an Xbox pad, but they've still got the analog sticks at the bottom. So it's pretty similar.
they've already released some of the
speaker in it or something.
Oh yeah, and there's a little touchscreen in the middle.
They've already released some of the details though,
Touchscreen.
like the actual hardware they're using in it.
Oh really?
Is AMD tech, as opposed to like AMD, like basically
Everyone's got
like,
blank
from what I know so far, like with because I'm more of a PC gamer, you get the two main companies who make graphics cards and
NVIDIA.
what have you, Nvidia and like AMD who make like the ATI Radeon cards and what have you. Nvidia focus more on something called physics, so like the physics of the game will be more natural and everything. So when you're playing it, there'll be more physics on screen, so it'll look more natural, it'll feel more natural. Whereas AMD's sort of pre-programmed, so it's all right. It's good gear. Essentially, it's going to be a lot better than it was for like the Xbox 360 and the PS3, but it's still obviously not going to be as good as PC gaming. Because it's like console.
Never is.
Yeah. No, yeah, because consoles are always in sort of a.
It's like an evolution kind of thing. It goes up in steps, whereas the PCs always get more powerful on like a.
Well, yeah, it's like you buy
ever-growing
a new PC, it's gone out of date by like 2 days after. Like
Yeah.
with gaming consoles, it's more in people's price range. Like I'm saving up for a new computer at the moment. It's like $3,000. It's like 900 quid. 900 quid than my first fucking car. I can just imagine it. I can just imagine it living in my flat. And I turn it on. I turn it on to just play a bit of Command and Conquer or something, and all the lights start flickering. It's oh shit, Heinrich's bloody on his computer again, just draining all the bloody power to it. So
you know you play too much massively multiplayer online role-playing games when your your computer costs more than your first car.
No, Jesus Christ, I don't play MMOs anymore. I used to play World of Warcraft though, but like I say, I'm 4 years clean. So
You're 4 years clean.
4 years clean.
Isn't that going to be
shit.
like one of the main features of the new, like the next gen consoles? Isn't it? Like, having massive multiplayer online.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what, because they haven't had that on like Xbox or
Yeah.
anything yet. Like,
But wouldn't that be more on the servers that they sort of host then?
It'll
the
be more. I
console
don't know
itself?
because they do it more on. They do it on company servers. Like they have Xbox Live. Like I don't know exactly. Like I'm just presuming it's this. Like they'll have like particular games. Like particular companies will have their own servers. For example, EA, who produce a lot of games.
When going to have a fucking massive building for
No,
their servers.
don't get me wrong. EA produce a lot of good games, but I absolutely fucking hate them as a company. Mainly for this reason mainly for this reason I'm about to explain. There was a game called Battlefield Modern Combat 2 that came out. It was one of the first games that came out on Xbox 360, and me and my mates used to play it religiously. I absolutely loved the game.
I remember that
When
game.
Battlefield-
It was the
when
console port of Battlefield 2, wasn't it?
No, it was.
Yeah.
And then when Battlefield 3 came out, actually no, it was just before Battlefield 3 came out. Me and my mates went to a second-hand shop and got a copy of Modern Combat 2. We just thought, we'll go back and reminisce on old times.
Are you going to say that EA had killed all the online play on it?
Yeah,
they'd killed all their servers?
Yeah, they'd shut the servers down.
I've heard about this before, that once a game's been out a couple of years, they just kill the servers.
They do, yeah. Let's say for example they'll bring out a new racing game. Let's say generic racing game 1, generic racing game 2. Generic racing game 2 comes out, they'll shut the servers down for the first one to encourage. I'm presuming it's this anyway. I'm probably wrong in what have you, lawsuit reasons, but they'll shut the servers down for the first one, and everyone will think, oh yeah, let's go and buy the new one because it's clearly better. But I think a lot of the time now with the gaming industry, what I've found is that they'll release the same crap every year. They won't, like when I was growing up on video games, they'd take two, 3, maybe more years. Developing and releasing a game.
The next game in the series, whereas now, like Call of Duty, they'll shit a new one out every year.
Yeah, it's like the games. If there was a series of games, that, like again, generic FPS shooter 1, the next one that comes out will be an expensive expansion pack. They won't do anything different. It'll be the same engine, same gameplay, just a slight bit shinier and some different maps. But then they'll charge you extra for the stuff that came in the first game. Going, oh, it's a brand new
now you can get it as DLC.
Nostalgia and all that crap, and everyone will be like, oh, let's get that. And
it's like when you play FIFA games, like all that changes by the next year pretty much is the team's kits. And then when you're playing the old one anyway, they release an update. Like they just do one in January to do all the transfers and do all the teams. Like, so you think when the new one comes out and you have to pay like 40 quid for it, and you're thinking, well, they've just updated the last one, so it's almost the same as this. Like,
I was an avid FIFA buyer from PS1, 1998, all the way up until just recently 2012. I didn't buy the.
It was after that though. It was up to
every FIFA game, had every FIFA game, but just this one, I just thought I don't want to spend 40 quid.
It was up to 2009 that PES.
Pro Evolution
Soccer. Pro
Evo
Soccer was a lot better because they spent more money on developing the actual game and making it better, and they'd have Man Red and Man Blue. FIFA would go balls to it. We'll spend all of our money on getting all the licensing.
So the game gigs playing for you as opposed to Gig C.
Yeah,
that was my favourite one. Gig C down the left wing. Manchester Reds.
I think it was PES 2. I'm pretty sure they couldn't get a license for Holland, and they never had a license for Holland ever.
And they called them Orange.
Team Orange, because they had an orange kit. So every player was Orange is number 1, Orange is number 2.
Playing at the Tangerine Stadium and shit.
So it's like some Disney shit. They just roll up in a horse and carry to some giant tangerine.
What did we do yesterday?
Anybody do anything?
We watched WrestleMania, didn't we?
No, we watched WrestleMania.
Elimination Chamber, that's the one.
No, I watched Raw though. I was saying to you though, I always watch the first 10 minutes and the last 15 minutes of it because that's all that's interesting. So watching it last night, I'm pretty knackered. I thought, fuck it, I'll go to bed, and I put it on because I want something. Because when I'm going to sleep, my head's like a fucking carnival. As soon as I put my head on the pillow, it's go, why are you not going into uni? Blah blah blah, and all this crap. So I put something on just to dull my head, and I watched the first 10 minutes of Raw, and I fall asleep. And I wake up during the last 15-minute segment, so it's the only bits that I ever watch anyway. So I'm pretty glad that it is. Wake up at a good time, watch a bit of The Rock doing his stuff. It's complete crap. It's I've literally I don't know why. It's the
all professional wrestling is.
No, it is, but it's hilarious though. It's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
It's just an act.
I'm saying it's fake though. It's oh no, really? I always thought it was real.
But, I know, but there's people who don't know sort of.
Well, like they say though,
and they're growing up, and it's just
ignorance.
Watch the UFC.
Ignorance is bliss, though, isn't it? So leave them to it. But it's the only program it's the only weekly running program that I'll go back to, even though every week I'll watch it and think complete crap, and I'll just end up going back to
watching it.
Yeah,
saying that Crash Ali was going to use time though.
I was thinking though, the thing that I thought about WWE and wrestling, I watched the Royal Rumble with you guys, and that's the first time I watched it for since 2003. And I don't know if either I just don't remember it as well because I was younger or something, or without getting too political, it just seems now you can just almost see. It just seems more commercial.
It was definitely better when you were 7. It was definitely better.
I don't know if
I
just didn't pick up on it then, but it's just all the emphasis on the finishing move and make sure they say it all the time.
It's a dance. It's a routine dance.
There's one bit you were in the bathroom at the time, but it was the heavyweight title match between Alberto Del Rio and Big Show. And I said because
did Boss say Big Show was going to botch or?
No, I said that, but ring announcer guy came in with a bloody bucket.
Yeah, a big steel bucket.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah.
And I'm thinking, all right, yeah, this bucket's going to play a part in it. And he comes in and he's trying to hit Big Show with it, and he knocks him out of the ring. Big Show stood there by the turnbuckle, holding the bucket next to his head, like, oh, I'm gonna get you with it. Alberto Del Rio jumps up and does some kick and completely misses, and I'm watching thinking, is this some like? He's so incredibly stunned that it's happened. Yeah. He's been hit so hard. I was like, oh no, shit, he's botched. So he goes and does it again. And he's just like, oh, whoa, startled. Like, what's...
And meanwhile, Big Show's sat there just like pulling a massive cheesy grin, knowing that he's fucked up.
That's why I love it though, because it's just like it's like people will say, oh, why do you watch wrestling? It's fake. It's like, I know it's fake. That's why I love it so much, because it's so crap and over the top. That's why I love it. And that's why I always watch it, because it's just. It's like, oh, sports entertainment. Yeah, it's entertainment. That's why I always go back to it, because it's so stupid and ridiculous. Like,
it's just as ridiculous as EastEnders or something. It's just like Coronation, just like, well,
yeah, because they're always quite cheesy and predictable.
They're corny as fuck. It's just like, well, just.
Yeah, it's just a male version of that, really.
The male.
It is
the macho version.
Well, they do
CSI is the male Coronation Street. I'm sorry, loads of men thinking they're manly for watching programs about murders. Now you're watching a soap, son. Don't get it twisted. You're watching a soap.
Powerful Coronation Street from Manchester. I kind of feel obliged to watch that. It's like I'll go into Manchester once every 2 weeks, and I'll sit there and go a bit of shit watching the omnibus, and it's like three hours later I just realised I've caught up on nearly 2 weeks of Coronation Street. I'll go and have a shower because I feel dirty for doing it.
I know what you mean.
And just I'll end up not watching it for 2 weeks, and I'll go back to Manchester and find out Roy Kropp has been on the Red Wreck killing dogs with hammers. Like,
have you seen his gambling?
Did you hear about Kevin Webster?
Kevin Webster, yeah. I was thinking as soon as they take the scenes with him, like holding the kid out of it, and then
because there was a scene with him holding a baby like a week ago.
Yeah, no, but we the weird thing is though, we were. I was back in Manchester. I went back on last Thursday, and me and my mates are just in a bar in Eaton Chapel, just having a laugh and what have you, talking about Coronation Street, saying how like Roy Kropp is like a bad man, like he owns he owns like Resident Cafe, and he puts his balls in the beans, and he goes around killing dogs with hammers, like cack, just getting the dogs to put in his meals and what have you, and laughing about that for a couple of hours, and then we wake up in the morning to the news that the actor who played Kevin Webster's been done for 19 charges of sexual assault, and we're just thinking, holy Jesus shit. Christ, what have we done? Like, a hungover mess thinking partially responsible for this.
So is this guy a character on Coronation Street?
Yeah, there's the guy, I don't know his name, but
the actor who plays the character has been
done with 19 charges of sexual assault against children. Yeah.
Fucking 19 kiddies, 19. Not just one.
No, that's the thing. Listening to
what?
Yeah, rape, not just like...
That's insane.
Not that obviously all sexual abuse is bad, but...
Sometimes
I think you might be like...
No,
make it sound worse than it is, but it's as bad as rape.
Yeah, the thing that I kind of find a little, bear with, obviously this is quite a delicate subject, but the thing that I always find, quite hilarious is the fact that you get, people like David Icke and Alex Jones going, oh, there's all these, secret rings of, paedophiles in the government and all these celebrities and stuff. And you're thinking, oh Christ, it's all these political leaders. No, it's Kevin Webster from Coronation Street and Jimmy Savile.
The evil axis that is.
Yeah.
Fuck Stalin and
Hitler. Get done for it.
He did
get Jim Davis apparently.
Because he was meant to go on Celebrity Big Brother, wasn't he?
Yeah, Davidson got caught.
I'm not sure if it was just a rumour or it actually was.
No, I think he got arrested.
No, yeah, it was on front papers.
Yeah, there was somebody else who got arrested. Some radio guy got arrested.
The Lost Prophet singer. Is that who you're thinking of?
Ian
wants kids.
Ian
wants kids. Oh dear.
What's Ian Watkins and Margaret Thatcher got in common?
Neither of them can sing.
No, both of them fuck Welsh miners.
It's true. It's true. I'm not a fan of Welsh music. Welsh rock music does not do it for me.
Yeah. Lost Prophet's Welsh.
Well, Lost Prophets are Welsh, Bullet for My Valentine are Welsh, The Blackout are Welsh. I don't like any of them.
Saying that, we've had all this mentioned today, in my seminar, we're doing, because I'm doing criminology, sociology, we're doing 2 youth modules. The one I was doing today was youth and justice in transition. We're out answering all these, doing group work and that, and answering all these questions on child abuse and everything, and going back to all high school and everything. And every single time I got an opportunity, I'm always coming out with just all these random crappy answers and everything. One of those seminars where everyone's sat there just not saying anything, and you always feel obliged to come out with this random crap. And we're talking about whether or not high school and like primary school and college has got harder for people with the amount that people are getting, tested, and everyone's sat there in the seminar saying, "Oh no, I feel fine with it. Like I was absolutely happy with high school," and I'm sat there and I blurt out, "No, I'm still having flashbacks and blacking out and crying myself to sleep over the memories I had of high school, where you're round up at the gates and it's 7 a.m, all like black and white like Schindler's List, and they give you a morning, they give you a number and they whack you off to your rooms."
In the room just staring, all just like.
Yeah.
Nice.
Didn't get much response out of that, but there you go.
Truth for the high school for me was shit. I hated high school.
Yeah, same man.
It
We all hated high school.
made me the miserable kid I am now. I hated high school. High school fucked me up.
I hated high school.
Why does
High
everyone hate
school's
high school?
I got
I think it
bullied for
depends.
being the only brown in the school.
I was gonna say, I think it depends on whether you were sort of you had mates in high school or not. I mean, all of my mates went to a different high school,
That's a
so
bugger.
yeah. But
Saying that, would you put it down to like in high school, like not so much in college, but and not so much in primary school I found, but in high school there's a bigger sense of conformity. You've got to all wear the same uniform, have your ties in a certain way. You're not allowed a particular, like you're not allowed say Doc Martens or Rockports or anything. You've got to dress in a particular way. And I feel like personally, while I played up a little bit in high school, and I personally believe the reason for that is because it's people fighting out to have their own identity. Because when hundreds of people are put in a confined space and they're all classed the same, they're all treated the same, they all look and they're meant to act the same, people find any way possible they can to have their own identity, which you'd have people who'd wear their ties in a certain way, you'd have the group who'd like have a couple of buttons undone, like me and my mates with like chains and long hair, Mosher group and that. So.
Do a Fresh Prince, put the tie around your head. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I used to do that in high school. We got from like the first like 6 years we had polo shirts, and then we got like given like proper shirts with like tight collars. So like a load of us in my form used to just go around and put the collars up, and it just piss off like all the teachers. But it was quality.
tie collars. I had a proper tie, proper shirt and a proper tie.
Nah, I never had a tie or anything like that.
We used to beat on the kids with the proper shirts and tie when we got in year 11. It was those dickheads who had the shirts tucked in and the ties done up and the bags that were twice the size of them. We're going to high school. We're ready for a great day of adventure and win. Straight in the bin. Grab them by the legs, drag them up, straight in the bin, kick the bin over, done. Never wanted to go to high school again. And I say because that happened to me as well in year 7. No particular reason whatsoever apart from I had my shirt tucked in. So
yes,
like
your school system was different to mine, wasn't it? Yours was like you had a 2-tier sort of.
Yeah,
system,
we had primary school it was reception. We had nursery, which was just like throwing up everywhere and shitting yourself. And then we had primary school, which was reception to year 6, and then high school, which was 7 to 11, and then college.
That's what I did.
That's bad. That's
it's not that bad.
That's really young.
How do you mean that's really young?
Well, my school, we had my first school, so we had nursery to year 4, and then we had a middle school, year 5 to 8.
Year 8, okay.
So then
you did
we were in year 9, so I think we were like 13 when we were already in high school, so we weren't really mixed with younger kids, we were with older kids.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, like when we went to when we went to high school and that, we were like thrown in at the deep end. We were like small fish in a big pond, like year 7s and that, like little shits who've got no idea what's going on. And
I think
mine was
11's really young.
11's
really young.
Yeah, because my school was reception.
Yeah, I had a 6th one as well.
Reception, but it was reception to year 6. That was primary school.
Yeah, so that's the same as me.
Well,
and then it was year 7 to year 13. That was high school.
We didn't.
So you had 18-year-olds.
We didn't have a 6th form. We just had. I was in the same boat as you.
Yeah, no, because you had like primary school, high school, and then went to a separate college. Because I went to
that's what I did.
Cheadle and Marple, which I think is still the biggest 6th form in the country.
Well, yeah, because I left in year.
It's in Cheadle. It's in Cheadle and Marple. There's 2 separate campuses, but it's classed as one big thing. So it's, I think, still technically the biggest 6th form in the country. So
no, because I left in year 11 and went to 6th form college just up at Hyde Park.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
Wait,
that's
there's
what I
a-
did.
Is that Notre
One in
Dame?
Hyde
Notre
Park?
Dame.
Yeah, powerful Notre Dame.
No, wow.
Literally, do you know where the main uni steps are? The actual Leeds main uni.
Leeds
I don't-
University.
I'm a Leeds Met student. I don't often venture
It's
there.
just
past Halo.
Charcoals, you know, past Halo and Charcoals.
Yeah.
It's literally down one of the alleyways. There.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, excellent stuff.
Yeah, no, because I was going to say, like, when I used to live in Hyde Park last year, and the quickest way to uni for me was to walk through Leeds University, past their SU and everything, and I just got the distinct impression that they could smell the working class on me. It's like, oh, your parents don't play golf, oh, under £25,000 a year.
Oh, we always used to go across from Notre Dame into the uni to play pool, and we got kicked out one time. Were you there, X? Did you ever get kicked out?
What's that?
Did you ever go and play pool over at Leeds Uni?
Nah, I
Whilst
never
we were at
went.
Notre Dame.
No.
Oh, yeah, because I think after about 6 weeks of going there near enough every day, we got kicked out.
Yeah.
They knew who we were. They said, "All right, where are you from?" I was like, "Oh shit, Notre Dame. Yeah, you're not coming back here again." We were talking to your principal. I was like, "Wow, really?" Never went back
No,
again.
it's a funny thing though. Like, I was in the seminar today, and like the youth justice and transition one, and the woman who was doing the seminar was saying, "Oh, it's funny how like university students look quite similar, and you can tell who are university students." And the first thing I do is look to my mate, I say my mate, the guy who sat next to me in a group who's wearing tracksuit bottoms, and I'm looking at him saying, "Do you know anyone else in our year with hair down to his shoulders and piercings in his face?" No, neither do I. So yeah, not sure about everyone looking the same there.
Yeah, that's like our lecturer. We had a lecturer last term, and she reckons that she could, by like just standing at a window of a classroom or something and looking out at groups of students, she reckons she could guess what subject they were doing just based on how they're all dressed. Which I'm thinking that's a bit stereotypical. Like you just see the guys in hoodie and trackies or their PE. See someone looking a bit nerdy or something, or their history,
biomedical science or some shit.
Saying that though, I mean, bless the cotton socks, because they try, and the people on my course, a lot of them, they'll come out with stuff that I'll literally just sit there with my head in my hands and just lose the will to live, because like I say, bless them, they're actually trying. And the main problem I have with university when we're in seminars and we're having a discussion is that people don't put themselves out there and they don't show their opinions. But
people are scared, man.
70% of the
They ain't
people,
got none, man.
70% of people who do it are fucking idiots, and they don't know what they're talking about. And I feel it just makes me want to sit there like, oh, I'll never be bloody clean listening to this crap. But
nah, you're always going to find people like, no matter what your opinion is on something, you're always going to find people who are idiots.
There was a girl
who think you're an idiot.
Perfect example though. There was a girl today we were talking about. Like the effects on like education, and I was, oh yeah, it's not just like, you know, effects on like the effect that the brain has and everything. It's stuff like peer pressure and all this. And there's a couple of people sniggering. I'm thinking, oh, fair, like that's quite rude of them to snigger. But then I thought about what this girl said, and alarm bells are going off in my head, thinking, wait a minute. If peer pressure's got nothing to do with the brain, it's the effect that other people are having on your mental process. So that is kind of tied in with it.
Yeah,
so you're making 2 points and saying that they're like making out that they're two completely different things, and I'm sat there just like holding up this rage to just fucking strangle her, like, you don't know what you're talking about. And it's why usually in my seminars, like, if I don't get usually I'm the asshole who comes out and says something that everyone else is scared to say. But
I like being that asshole. It's good to have people. Yeah, it's good to have people around you who are that asshole.
The thing is though, it's good to have 2 or 3 of those assholes in the group. When there's one of them, and I'm usually that one asshole,
gets awkward, doesn't it?
Yeah, it gets awkward because you're just sat there like to-ing and fro-ing with a lecture, and everyone's looking at you like, we're not going for a drink with this guy afterwards. It's just like crap.
Yeah, man.
And it's like, fine, I've already been for 5 before it, so
No, you're all into your lectures.
yeah.
5 drinks deep.
Gives me the confidence to talk crap in front of a crowd of strangers. So what can you do? That's what I do though. I mean, I'll have a couple of drinks before I go into my lectures. That'll give me the confidence to speak to people, and the cigarettes will give me the patience to write down my ideas. So.
Perfect combo.
To combat the idiots, just get a few cigs down you. Be good. What are you drinking there?
Decided after growing my hair, I'm going to go for the old Viking look, plait my hair a little bit, and drink mead. It's pretty damn strong, and I'm feeling drunk already. So it's
Very party.
yeah, it's going quite well.
Viking.
I don't understand how you're going to drink. You've drank X number of
Four
drinks,
four double spirit mixers.
Yeah.
So before I came out in an
and then
hour.
you're going to KO a bottle of mead.
I'm probably not going to KO a bottle of that because I was meant to go out after this. My mate Georgia at the Game Society was just like, oh, you know, like blah blah blah, come down after it and what have you. So I've been there for an hour and a half, and then yeah, exactly as you're delicately describing with hand gestures that I won't mention.
Just sat down, I was just like,
Yeah.
what are you looking at?
But it's just like,
He saw us, I was like, are you really just going to do that, right? And expect me not... Fine, I'm looking.
as soon as they turn up though, it's like, oh, you're staying. It's like, no, Jesus, I've just finished my third double mix, or I'm getting another, and I'm off to like do this podcast, which I've pretty much been roped into doing. So I'm happy to be here, you know, like I'm drunk and I'm having a good time. It's like, oh, we need Heinrich on this crap, like.
It's just as she turned up and so you got pissed off, like, oh, I missed it.
Yeah, no, it's like, oh yeah, come down after, so get there for like 10:30 hopefully, and then.
Well, there you don't have to spend all that time waiting for it to drink. You just, you know.
Yeah, it's
Swoop
cool.
in like a falcon.
Yeah, good point. Just walk in there stumbling as everyone's leaving, just like. Yeah, that should be
Yeah,
alright.
but you're gonna KO X number of units of alcohol this evening.
No. Saying that though, we always what we usually do on as a Tuesday is, which is why this is a shock to my system right now, is from 7 o'clock in the evening we do what I call sock, dock, and cock, where
right, you're gonna have to explain this to folks. You're gonna have to explain this to folks out there.
Gaming society, sock, dry dock, cockpit, cock, sock, dock, and cock. So
that sounds quite good.
We really apologise to anybody who's not from Leeds for this podcast. You'll have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what Google's for.
Yeah.
Google's fault.
No, I said that. I was speaking to my mate Bryony, when she came back. She came back from Chester, and she said, "Oh, so what do you usually do at weekends?" Then blah blah. I was like, "Oh, well, like, what do you do in the week for uni? Like, when you've got time?" I was like, "Sock, dock, and cocks." Oh, that sounds like a good club. It's like, it's not a club. Like, it's if anything, it's 3 different clubs, like Game Society, Dry Dock, and Cockpit, Sock, Dock, and Cock. He's like, all right, yeah, fair enough. Like,
Sounds really wrong.
boom, completely abreast.
It's actually.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like, I'm thinking, yeah, no,
Cock.
sock and cock, yeah, fair enough. I can understand why that's dirty, but sock, dock, and cock, where the hell you'd get the dock from? Like, I don't even want to know. Like,
Yeah. What I was gonna say was you're gonna KO X number of units of alcohol and wake up tomorrow and you know after a few beers everybody feels fucking at least a little bit terrible.
nope, I never get hangovers. It's a curse. No matter how much I drink, I'll remember everything, and the worst I'll get is I'll feel like I've had a bad night's sleep. No vomiting, no headaches, nothing. And everyone thinks, everyone will be sat there and they'll be all like, oh no, that's fantastic, you never get hangovers, blah blah blah. It's a fucking curse, because I never learned my lesson. So I'll go out, I'll get drunk, I'll make an ass of myself, I'll remember everything, I won't feel terrible in the morning, I'll go out and do it again next week. So...
Well, what we'll say is then, we'll say 99% of people would drink an over-the-top amount of alcohol, just to get their buzz on, and
no, that's what I do. Like,
go to sleep and then wake up the next day feeling to some degree rotten. It takes a serious smoking session for you to feel like the least bit bad when you're sort of getting up the next day. You know, you can be 3, 4, 5 times as stoned as you would be drunk, and you'd still feel more rotten from alcohol rather than weed the next morning.
Definitely.
You feel happy when you wake up.
Always.
saying that though, I mean, the only reason I drink so much is because I'm lazy. No, I've not. I don't like the idea of hallucinogenics. Basically, the way that I see it is I don't like roller coasters, and the hallucinogenics for me, you take them and you're on it, and that's it. You've got to ride it through, and I don't like roller coasters, and that's the way that I see it. That once you're on it, you can't get off until it's finished. And I don't
be in control.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, it's not necessarily that I wouldn't be in control. It's more the fact that
If you don't want it, you don't have the option to get off.
no, it's like I'd be walking down the street and I'd see like a zombie fighting a giant T-Rex or something. And
But why wouldn't you want to see that? That sounds amazing.
That does sound brilliant.
No, that's the thing. I don't trust my own mind to like play horrible tricks on me. Like, I'm enough of an asshole when I'm sober to like.
I can see where you're coming from, but nah. Like zombies fighting giant T-Rexes, I'll be up for seeing it a couple of times. You know, just see what happens.
So you wouldn't try shrooms, even if like for experiment purposes.
I don't know what.
Because you haven't had a sort of psychedelic experience.
We're not
you
using
don't know what you're.
No, I've
had
mild psychedelic experiences where I've taken pills and I've hallucinated from them.
Right.
Like there was one time when I was in it was when I was it was like my first year of college when my mates were still in high school, and we're all sat there in my mate's house and we go around every weekend, we'd take pills and we'd listen to like happy hardcore music and we'd have a good time. And there was like this spiral staircase in my mate's house that led up to it was like a part of his mum's room that led up to a skylight, and we sat there, me and my mate just like got out of the skylight, sat on the roof having a cigarette and that. And we're just looking at the sky, perfect, like summer night, perfectly like starry and everything, really nice. All of a sudden, one of the stars starts moving around and it's dotting around, and it's essentially playing like Snake, and it's going along and it'll hit a star and it'll grab another one and then it'll get longer and longer to the point it starts. It got to the point where it started spinning around and forming a circle where each individual star would fire off and explode. Like that to me is a great experience, but
so why wouldn't you want that again?
Because something
just a better one, because it's like a natural sort of, you know.
I know it's natural, but I don't know. It's I don't know. It's because like a lot of the stuff like you guys have been reading into like ayahuasca, yeah, which
that's
is
a psychedelic experience. That would be a really bad
experience.
Because
it's DMT, which is essentially a chemical that's released when you dream. And it's the chemical that's released in your brain when
you dream and when you're in high levels of pain.
Yeah,
like
it's essentially when you're about.
It's sort of like
that's what your life flashing. Your life flashing before your eyes.
I've had that a few times.
DMT is the chemical that causes that, and ayahuasca is a pure form of that. The reason I don't want to take it, one of them, I hate vomiting, and ayahuasca, when you take it, one of the side effects is like diarrhea and extreme vomiting because it is a toxin. You flush it out of your system straight away, but there's been no real recorded prolonged negative side effects of taking ayahuasca or DMT. Yeah. But people who have taken it have gone through like incredibly severe emotional trauma and pain, but they've come out better people. They've been able to confront their fears, and people who've been subjected to child abuse and sexual abuse have been able to confront it and come out more comfortable with themselves.
So why wouldn't you want that experience? You know,
because
feel a better person.
Because of my past history of like mental illness and that, I don't feel at this moment in time that I'm ready to confront those sort of demons. I don't feel as though at this moment in time I'm strong enough to confront those demons.
I want to. I have similar history to you as well. Yeah. It's just I'm kind of about ready for it now. It's just like I've been pretty miserable the past few years. I'm kind of fed up. That's why I was just, I want to try this. I want to see. I want to see this enlightenment, because I've kind of. You talk about enlightenment. I've had it myself, and I see the world in a very different view. Just
MDMA. I would say, like, bold statement, but I would say that MDMA saved my life. Last year in university is easily the worst year I've had of my entire life. I was going through an significant amount of depression, and didn't think I had a problem until one night. My friends were going to a house party, and I thought, yeah, you know what, fuck it, I'll just get out of bed, I'll slap myself into going out, and I'll go to this house party. And I took some MDMA because I've done it before in the past and had a good night, and I thought, oh, fuck it, I'll just like have a good night with my mates, have a great time. First thing I did was have an inward thought that you've got all of these problems, you're in university, you're not enjoying yourself, you've been in your room like pretty much agoraphobic. And for 5 hours in this house party, I sat upstairs and essentially thought, like, basically went, like, my mind went in on itself, and I was sat there having this philosophical discussion with myself, which essentially led to me going to counselling and therapy, which is, well, the only reason, I'd say one of the only reasons I'm sat here today is because of that night, because of that experience that I had taking MD. It managed to open my mind where I was able to confront the problems that I had, and I was able to say, right, this is actually a problem. I need to get it fixed.
That's what it's all about when you're in a bad place, man.
Yeah, no, that's why it pisses me off. Like, because I've done during university, like in my first year, I've done essays on war and drugs and stuff. And there's people that say, "Oh, ecstasy's all bad and blah 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 and crap," but I find the only people I can really talk to about it, the only people whose opinions I respect, are people who have been there and done it. Like, if someone was to say, like, I've been there and I've smoked weed or I've taken ecstasy or cocaine, and it's not for it, and it's not for me.
Yeah.
But I can understand why people do it. Fair enough, because almost every single drug has been created for a medicinal purpose. Like I say, MDMA was created. It was used during the First World War to draw blood to a wound because it increases your heart rate. So when soldiers were shot and the medics didn't know where they'd actually been shot, they'd give them MDMA.
So the blood would clot itself and close the wound. Yeah.
No, not that, but the blood had rushed so fast that it pumped the blood out of the wound, so they'd be able to find it quicker.
I've heard.
And then it was used during the 60s and 70s to cure
PTSD and stuff.
No, it was used to cure depression, and then recently, over the past 20 years, it's been used to cure post-traumatic stress syndrome for soldiers. And don't quote me on the statistics, but around 80 to 90% of the people who've been treated whilst under the influences of MDMA have been cured of post-traumatic stress syndrome within 2 sessions of using it, because it gets through that barrier of I need to build up a trust relationship with the person I'm talking to. Once you take MD, you just think, fuck, this person I'm talking to is the greatest person on the world. I'll give them all my life secrets, and then it enables them to.
It gets a lot of stuff out, I think.
Yeah, it does, definitely.
It releases serotonin, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's why why come down.
Yeah, they did the tests on Channel 4 where they were giving people doses of MDMA just to see if there was any like negative effects and what they felt when they were on it. And obviously there's like some people who
the only negative effect is that in the morning when you get come down, it's because essentially the best way I can describe it is when you've got traffic on a highway.
Right.
Normally you've got normally the brain releasing serotonin is like a 3-lane motorway. 2 of the lanes are closed, and it's only releasing like a few cars at a time, like a little bit of serotonin at a time. When you're on MDMA, it takes away the roadblock and it lets all of the serotonin pour through.
Holy shit.
So you feel amazing for like X number of hours. The only problem is though it depletes it. So when you get the come down in the morning, when you
feel horrendous,
you don't necessarily feel horrendous, but you don't really.
So
you don't really feel anything. You're just thinking, shit. Like I don't know what to think. I don't know what to do. It's because that serotonin, essentially, the body's natural happy juice, has been completely depleted. It just takes a while to recharge,
and that's why it should be regulated, so you can control how much you have.
Nah.
I was thinking that though, like, when you've got problems with drugs being used for medicine, and sometimes there's obviously the odd side effect of the drug that isn't good, but if it wasn't illegal and it was more open, it could be used more and like tested with and done more like experiments on, you could probably remove some of the negative effects like that. So like, it wouldn't have to deplete your
serotonin. Yeah, it's not like that. It's just sort of like a natural side effect of it. But it's like with LSD, like that was created. When it was created, it was used to
enjoy rock and roll.
Well, yeah. it was used and it was created and was used to cure alcoholism. People would take LSD and they'd be. Actually, I'm going to take a drink.
So who created it? Sorry, I'll let you take a drink. So was this like the government sort of funded this?
No.
Or was it just like a sort of...
Lots of sort of government-funded experiments done into it, wasn't there? It was the famous video of the
CIA mind controlling and
the soldiers on LSD. Yeah, the soldiers on LSD in World War... I think it's World War II.
No, it won't be World War II.
I'm pretty sure.
I think LSD was created later than World War II. It was used in the 60s
Vietnam
and 70s too.
I thought it was UK soldiers in World War II, but now that I'm thinking about it, it could have been US soldiers.
No, it would have been US soldiers in Vietnam.
Yeah,
but they used it in the 60s and 70s to cure alcoholism, and it was around 50% of people who'd taken LSD who were alcoholics basically didn't drink after it, because when you're on LSD, one of the things is that you're becoming like incredibly susceptible to like everything around you, so they basically just sit there with giant monster masks going, "Oh, you can't drink anymore, it's evil." Like, obviously not exactly like that, but you get the gist. Yeah, you get the gist of it. Like,
here to sort
yeah.
See the frantic arm movements that's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, shan't be doing that.
No. I don't know about these the manufactured drugs, but I think just
it's like MXE or Rhino Cat.
Rhino Cat.
Dolphin pills.
Classic dolphin pills. But I think weed would just be a good starting point. Like, it's,
weed's basically done it
for 4,000 years.
Czech Republic
weed's a drug.
Marijuana today.
No,
Czech Republic legalized marijuana today.
Yeah.
It's a
medical marijuana. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Czech Republic.
Cannabis for me isn't a drug. Like they say, like drugs are all blah blah blah, but it's essentially like going into your back garden, picking a fucking pine cone and smoking it. It's essentially the same principle.
Mm. It's a plant.
It's just a plant that if you accidentally manage to burn it and somehow trip over and inhale it, then there are some.
Oh no! I'm getting high.
Poor Cat Williams. Cat Williams was awesome back in the day, man. I'm sad to see that he's gone the way that he has. It's early stuff. Like I remember, I think Pimp Chronicles might have been the first one that I saw. Midas, when was Pimp Chronicles? 2004? 5? I was going to say 4. Yeah, I think I might have seen that in about 2006. I saw it when I was a little while old anyway, and that was my introduction to Cat Williams. But he did a couple more after that were really, really good.
There was Pimp Chronicles 2, there was another
1 and 2.
one, there was, what was the other one?
Yeah,
There was that third one.
Yeah, and that third one, that's the one where he comes out and he does oh no, he comes out every day. Yeah, every day I'm hustling with Pimp Chronicles 2.
So Pimp Chronicles 1, then there was something in the middle, then Pimp Chronicles 2.
Yeah.
What?
But
I can't remember the one in the middle.
Yeah, whatever it is, the Cat Williams special between Pimp Chronicles 1 and 2. They're particularly good, those three. And now you hear about him sort of doing all this crazy shit out in I think it's LA that he lives, and
he punched a
guy like a supermarket or something. Yeah, sad. Poor Cat Williams.
And what was that video you showed me not long ago? It was
he was doing a stand up about everyone saying Dave Chappelle's on crack, but then he goes, he's not on crack, I'm on crack. Yeah, weird. Like, okay.
Awkward.
Yeah, he kept like addressing them as like you white people and stuff, didn't he?
You white people.
He's done that before though. He's done that in his stand-ups before.
So that's sort of like in a humorous way, but now he's on crack. Everyone's sort of like, oh god, he's just a racist crackhead.
It was funny until.
Yeah. Yeah, well, weren't you saying, Midas, that there might be, or it was one of your boys saying, there might be like legalising cannabis cafes in England by like 2014.
Well, they're saying they're gonna legalise it by 2015. That was just
really?
a rumour.
Who's saying that?
The internet, blade?
Yeah, no, but you got to take into account. It's not going to be
valid source.
It's not going to be like Amsterdam where you go in, you wake up and you have an argument with your friends over who's going to roll breakfast. It's going to be people. It's going to be people with MS going in, getting a government subsidised bong hit of dirt ass weed, just to feel a little bit better. So it's because there was one that opened in Stockport. It was a good few years ago.
I was going to say
where I'm from, albeit a dark, evil place that no one ever wants to go to. Sorry for everyone who lives there, including myself. But there was a shop that opened there, a coffee shop, and there was a guy who. Just boxed down a coffee shop, but anyone who went in there, from what I know, sort of with like various ailments, who had like prescriptions showing the medication they were on for whatever ailment they had, could go in the back and have a spliff, or two, come back and have a coffee. And people getting out of bed, being in a lot of pain, going to a coffee shop to get some nice stress and pain relief and have a coffee and talk with friends. That's incredibly illegal and horrible and should be banned. They should be getting absolutely blind drunk and kicking the shit out of people because that's more morally acceptable.
I heard about that place in Stockport. I'm sure there was another one somewhere as well that was like doing a similar thing. And and they both, well, obviously, as you were saying, the one in Stockport got closed down.
Yeah.
It's a shame, man.
It's really stupid, really, isn't it?
Well,
when you think
even
about
if like you were saying if they even if it does come out, get legalised, just the cafes in England, it'll be shit and stuff, and it's not going to be proper. But I think once they open, it's like opening the floodgates. No. I think once they start it, you can't really stop. It's gonna get more and more like once they say yes to even the smallest bit of it, it's gonna. Like,
I understand what you're saying. Like it can go one of two ways. Like anything, if they legalise pot in England, you could either go down to Boots at 10 in the morning and get your 1 gram government subsidised bong hit of dirt weed. Or you could go down to Tesco and get your 10 grams of finest Moroccan woodbine. So,
I don't know. I just think anything would be good. Anything would be a starting point.
But yeah, I'm sure I read that on some sort of governmental website. 2015, there's.
I've never.
Because
I would have been on this like a shot. This is my shit.
No,
this is my shit.
I was looking into it when I thought I was going to get arrested back in January, and I was like, oh shit. So I was like looking up all the laws and saying they don't really give a shit if you've got all on it.
You know, all like drug and law related things aside, what the fuck are these? These Wonka bottle caps. I scouted these when I first came in. I
scouted them as well. What's this about?
Wonka bottle caps.
What's that?
These Wonka bottle caps.
What about them?
I want to know what the hell they are. I saw them when I first came in.
Open them up a taste, mate.
Oh god, Jesus Christ, they look like ecstasy pills.
Tomorrow, mate. Go for it, man.
Yeah, everyone have an X. Everyone have an X.
Yeah, go and have one of these bloody Wonka. I actually thought they would have looked like proper bottle caps, but let's give them a try.
What type of bottle is?
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like fucking root beer.
There's root beer flavour.
Oh shit! Oh my Jesus Christ!
Oh shit!
Mine didn't even notice.
Mine tastes like root beer.
That's the same. There is a root beer flavour.
What other flavours are there?
Orange, grape, cherry, and cola.
Good taste buds though.
I was just tripping out because I had a bottle of root beer today. before buying my new guitar, I'm walking all the way around Leeds and I'm thinking, alright, I found one that I like. I need to go home and have a steak and a bottle of root beer. It's like the most American manly thing I've done for some time. It's like, go home, have a steak, have a bottle of root beer and go and buy a guitar. So
that sounds amazing.
Just having flashbacks of a few hours ago and I've got this root beer bottle cap.
So how long you play guitar?
Not long at all, I'm completely shit. Yeah. I had an electric like since I was like in year 9, but like all the necks warped. So the second I get it in tune, it's just like no, fuck off. Goes completely out of tune, and I think it's easier to learn on acoustic.
Yeah,
so I'm
better off starting on acoustic.
Yeah, so got an electro acoustic because I've got an amp and everything. So don't want to let it go to waste. Yeah. Got that for 139.
That's awesome for an electro acoustic guitar, especially left-handed.
Yeah, exactly. Because being left-handed, I'll walk into somewhere and I was like, oh, have you got any left-handed electro-acoustics? And they'll start hissing and spitting at me. And all the members of staff will chase me out with pitchforks and torches and everything.
It's exactly the same for left-handed double drum pedals.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
I can help you out, though. I'm left-handed, right? And it was Christmas. And I got a phone call from my grandma. And she was like, I'll get you some Christmas presents. I was like, alright. And she was like, I found this website that basically sells all left-handed stuff.
Like Leftorium,
yes.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah. So I got loads. I got like tin openers, everything. And there's some stuff on there. There's like, I was looking at some of the stuff. There's like the stuff you expect, like tools and like whatever, tin openers and stuff.
Scissors and
then
shit.
It was Then I come across left-handed wallet.
Nice.
And it said it's got like the little slots for your cards.
No, you got your see-through slot on your other side. Yeah. I can see a left-handed wallet. I see where that's coming from.
No, that's the thing. I look at that website and look at half of the shit on there and think, so you're left-handed, you're brain damaged and backwards. There's a load of weird upside-down shit to cater for your mental illness. It's like, it's not the Victorian times anymore. I don't walk up to my mum and go, oh, I'm left-handed. She goes, you're the son of Satan, you have to wipe your ass with it.
It's alright, we're genetically superior. We're making a comeback.
No, it's like when I was a kid. I remember going to my grandparents' house and I sat there doing fucking colouring books and everything. And my grandma would go, "Get that out of his bloody hand! Oh, he needs to write with his right hand! Oh!" And my mum would come along and, "Oh, fuck off! Let him write how he wants to." So essentially, I blame my mum for the reason I'm retarded and backwards. So.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being retarded and backwards. Good to be left-handed.
Yeah, man.
We're making a comeback.
So left-handed guitars, are they just like the strings the other way around?
Strings are upside down, yeah.
Yeah, but some of them are built in different ways and blah blah blah. I honestly don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Essentially, they're harder to get hold of and more expensive than right-handed guitars. So that's as much as I know.
Yeah.
So but essentially the strings are upside down.
Fine. Yeah.
Just flipped it around.
Essentially, yeah.
It's fine. Well, in a couple of months' time, we'll have you playing guitar parts on records and shit.
Yeah, no, I had to get I wanted to get an electroacoustic though because usually they're thinner than normal acoustics. Because every time I started to learn,
get an acoustic, and you're sitting with it.
No, yeah, exactly. When you get an acoustic guitar, like I want to learn to play the guitar, not fucking straddle it every time I'm trying to play it.
I couldn't do it. After 6 weeks, I was like, I can't keep doing this. I'm tiny. This thing's massive. I can't do this. This hurts.
Yeah.
Give me a violin again.
You play the violin?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I used to.
How long did you play that for?
7, 8 years.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Yeah, I did town hall 4 times for the mayor.
You should bring You should bring that along just for the mayor. Just you and him. I can just imagine some dark, sinister, black and white fucking scene with it. Where the mayor of wherever town you're from is just fucking sat there. Leeds, yeah, Leeds, fair enough. Like he's sat there just on his own in a massive town hall with a glass of red wine and a fucking steak just staring. As you're on your own playing the violin with a single tear rolling down your face.
Little boy, 6 years old, dressed in a suit and shit, just playing his violin.
I was in a suit and shit. What was it, 6? No, 7 to 10. I played it. 7, 8, 9, 10.
You should bring it on every time someone says something fucking upsetting. Will Small as well, isn't it?
I need to buy a violin again, see if I can still do that shit.
So could you play like anything?
Yeah. Huh?
Could you play like anything or?
I learnt a few
like
things on my own, and then 4 was it? 3, 4?
Hey, that's alright.
Yeah. I got pretty good, but then I just didn't like playing hot cross buns and some other shit shit thing in class, and I was like, no, I learnt to play Reunited by Wu-Tang. That was brilliant.
That's sick.
And I just I just got fed up. I was like, well, I'm not playing this crap anymore. I'm just. Because I couldn't really read the music too well, I just learned it.
Oh, right.
So I was never too good at reading music, I just had to literally shut my eyes.
So it was like violin hero for you?
No, I'm like that. I still need to get guitar tabs in like numbers.
I can't read the music
like, when I look at numbers, I'm like, what is this backward, upside down language? Like, I've just got no fucking idea what it is.
See, I can look at it before, I can't look at it while I'm playing, it confuses me, because I'm just like, oh shit, no, I just need to just...
It's hard to read music. I've pretty much forgotten how to read music.
Yeah, people trying to sing as well while they're playing guitar, and I'm just like, forgot what I'm doing. Throw the guitar down, cry a little bit, go to bed.
It's hard slog, man. Guitar's hard to learn.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like,
well, this is
played
coming
it
from
before, haven't you?
No, well, yeah, I played it a little bit when I was like in fucking year 9.
Yeah, so like if you know the basics, then
essentially I'll get drunk, look at my guitar, and go, let's play the shit out of you, and then just jam out a little bit, and then sound completely terrible. But because I'm drunk, I think I'm a fucking rock star. So
yeah, no, it's something. I guess with any sort of like really difficult pursuit, like it's something. No matter what your pursuit is, even if it's sort of something strange like fucking rock climbing or some shit, like every sort of pursuit takes so much effort to get good at.
10,000 hours. It's meant to be 10,000 hours. If you start something from complete scratch, it's meant to be 10,000 hours of not just playing. If you're, for example, guitar. If you're sat there and you're playing "Smoke on the Water" by Deep Purple for 10,000 hours, all you're gonna be able to play. Don't get me wrong. You'll be able to smash the shit out of "Smoke on the Water" by Deep Purple. But if you spend that 10,000 hours constantly challenging yourself, you're meant to become an expert. It's like anything. If you spend 10,000 hours challenging yourself at one particular thing, you'll become an expert in it.
That's what they say.
As soon as I hear that, I think
Skyrim.
No, as soon as I think that, I think 10,000 hours. That's a fucking long time. I'm gonna drink. No, hell, shit. By that, I'm an expert smoker and I'm a absolute connoisseur drinker because I spent enough time doing that. So
yeah, getting you 10,000 hours. They say about the 10,000 hours thing. I can't remember which guy it is, but it's one of the top jiu-jitsu guys in the world. Said that it takes 10,000 hours to get a black belt. No, I didn't say 10,000 hours. He said 10,000 taps. Got to get tapped 10,000 times, and once you've been tapped by 10,000 times, you'll probably be somewhere approaching black belt standard.
Say 10,000 days, but that's straying dangerously into tool territory.
That's straight dangerously into tool territory.
Yeah, we're not going there.
Excited for the new album.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Maybe we are.
As much as every time I get drunk I forget about it and listen to the old stuff, but still, yeah.
That's true. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how this year will fare compared to last year, music-wise, because last year, as far as I'm concerned, last year was the best year for music.
For a while.
Yeah.
For a while.
In what, 7, 8, 9 years maybe. There was a lot of good albums came out last year. So much more than in a lot of previous years. And I'm wondering now, will 2013 be another year full of sort of really, really good albums?
I personally couldn't care less.
Yeah?
Because I just listen to all the old shit. So yeah, like I just kind of think that the majority of new stuff that comes out is almost complete crap, and I kind of like stray backwards in time.
It depends what you look at. If
Yeah, no,
like
the way we all jump in, powerful kid minus powerful
if you're
dandy.
just going off
Impressive.
radio, then yeah, it is shit, because everything off the radio, you're listening like, what the fuck is this?
Commercial.
But if you're willing to put in the time to look for something else,
Yeah.
Lazy man's excuses to say,
if you're
really
into something, it isn't too, because I was like that for a while. I was like, you know, if you take your time and actually find
Sift
something that
through
you
the
like,
crap.
there is some good stuff, but it takes how much crap is piled on top first. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
you've got to sift
So
your way
you've
through a
got
lot
to
of
really
crap.
look for it. I mean, Flatbush. I found
Zombies.
Flatbush Zombies. They're awesome. The ASAP Mob are brilliant. Black Hippie, Kendrick, Schoolboy. See, I fell out with hip hop for a long time. It's only recently I've gotten back into it.
Same.
Only
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah, man. 2012 was a big year for hip-hop.
It's like I'm not a big fan of hip hop at all, but like listening to sort of like Tyler the Creator and like Wolfgang and shit. That stuff's actually pretty good because it's sort of like
I love Odd Future.
Tyler,
yeah.
Odd Future are good. Yeah. I still couldn't believe I was Wikipediaing the guy the other day.
It's only 21 now.
Born in 1991.
Yeah,
I thought that
your
guy
kid's
was
young.
like... That's
No,
Genius.
fucking
Your
young,
kid's
yeah.
a genius.
Yeah. And I mean, even Earl. I mean, obviously... I
Earl
know
Sweatshirt, yeah.
Yeah,
He was
I know
when he was,
Earl's
like in the
not
army, he
famous.
was sent to Africa for a bit, wasn't
He got put into rehab.
Oh, really?
really?
He was doing a lot of hard drugs.
He was born in 94. That was the point I was going to make.
Yeah, he's really young.
Yeah. That's insane.
Sweatshirt. Yeah, he went into rehab because he was just doing way too many drugs.
Fuck.
You listen to that first EP he did, and then you listen to him now, it's completely different song.
Saying that there is something that will make you feel fucking old. People born in the year 2000 are turning into teenagers.
Yeah, yeah, my cousin's one of those. That's scary shit, man. She was a 2000.
Really bad. This doesn't seem so like long ago at all. Like you can still remember like the millennium, like it wasn't too far away, but it's been like 13 years.
It's
You
true.
just think, where's time going?
It's true, man. I think it's because we're all like, you know, early 20s now.
Yeah.
No, saying that, I mean, like remembering the
I'm still a kid.
remembering the millennium.
Not
Early 20s / mid 20s. It's alright, man. We've got you covered.
Not X and I.
Late 20s. May as well be close to death. The Reaper's swinging for you, Midas. You got to duck.
I'm already dead, hence I flirt with disaster. Oh.
I'm already dead. Dear diary, mood.
I'm
Already
already
dead.
dead because I'm a Mormon. And Mormons are born dead. So.
Mormons also believe anyone who isn't of white skin is one of Satan's.
Probably.
Whatever
word's coming next.
One of
Probably.
the exiled Satanists or something from hell because they pissed Satan off, and so now they're on Earth with dark
Well,
skin.
in all fairness,
Brilliant.
before we get into a
Brilliant.
religious debate, I'm going to tag out because I could be here until the cows come home. So,
Fair play. Fair play.
do you all a favour?
How long we been going, Midas?
An hour?
Been
Yeah,
going an hour?
66 minutes.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we call it there for this one?
I'll wrap it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come on.
yeah.
You can get back to
Screw.
my,
Do you have anything to say?
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Fuck the world.
Fuck
Fuck
the world.
humanity.
Don't ask me this shit. Anything you want, you don't have to work hard for.
Headshot.
I'm going to go out and drink some more. So, yeah, let's wrap it up so I can go and drink.
X.
Cool.
Sup, lads?
Cheers for having us, man. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
cheers.
Yeah, man. Anytime, lads.
No, yeah, it's been good. First time doing the podcast. It's been all right. I've probably been the one who's spoke the most and spoke the most crap.
Yeah, it's
That's
cool.
nice.
It's
Brilliant.
really
It works rather than
Yeah,
having
it's
been good.
It's
Yeah.
good.
because that's what we know. Like,
Yeah.
Saves everyone
We need
agreeing
that
on
fill up.
everything, so that's what you need to do. Come on a Tuesday, get me
Yeah,
drunk
give
before I turn up. So
Elect you to be the
Yeah, man.
drunk
The Heinrich show.
We're just thinking like how far we can get you drunk and then just see how good the podcast is.
Yeah, yeah. That's quite
yeah, and
interesting.
it's I before E because I'm fucking sick of people. Oh, I hate you. Oh, fuck off. No, it's because I've been using Heinrich for about 7 years now, but I've got my own way of spelling it, so it's not the actual name Heinrich. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully, I think the intention eventually is to have music worked into this somehow and get people over. Yeah, fucking. I don't know. We'll be doing everything.
Get everything. Powerful podcast experience.
I've got a cough.
I like that.
Hit it like coughing all over it every 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's true. We're all out at the minute.
We tried.
We did. We tried. We're still figuring this.
More
shit out.
alcohol, more cameras, less coughing.
Yeah, we're still figuring this shit out. Thank you very much for anybody who's fucking put up with us this long.
Thank you.
Monsters of my excited out. Cheers, guys.